to accept my godhood. Keep your own God. In fact, this might be a good time to pray to him. For I beheld Satan, and he fell from heaven like lightning.
Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, that guide the younger men on the path of Yahushai. And honors to you brothers out there that's on the highways and the byways teaching the gospel of Yahushai in sincerity and in truth, of course. And honors to you brothers out there that's listening and learning and who believe and support the ministry, and to the sisters as well. And this is going to be a response to a video I made earlier entitled, I Will Be Like the Most High, Saith Edom. And by Edom, really, it applies to the elite of Edom, the so-called Illuminati, the self-proclaimed Illuminati, okay, which are the heads of the houses of Esau. And they're the chief men of pride on the earth, and the leaders of rebellion against the light and of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And you got to understand that these Edomites, these high-level Edomites, they have a philosophy which is at the very core of their existence, which is based 100% on pride and arrogance, and that is the belief that through their own wisdom, through their own knowledge, they can undo the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They can remove themselves from being under the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and become like the Most High, become their own gods, that they can forge their own destiny and control the destiny of others. That's their belief system. All right, that's their religion, if you want to put it that way. And you got to understand that a lot of the concepts, philosophies, and so-called sciences that are prevalent today, they are all offshoots or a part of that same doctrine, which ultimately goes back to ancient Babylon. Okay, that man can become God. All right, and that's where you get certain key words. Transhumanism, meaning man is in a state of transition from one thing to another, and to them that pertains to them becoming gods, becoming like the Most High. All right, evolution, same thing. Evolution is the belief that a thing can change from one thing into another under its own influence. Okay, you got evolution, you got transhumanism, you got the New Age, the so-called New Age religion, which is nothing more than Luciferian doctrine, Babylonian mysticism. It's all connected. It's all part of the same thing. So when you see these certain technological advances being pushed out there into the sphere of the world, you got to understand that these men who funded the research and the development of these technologies and these sciences have not done it for the basic household reasons that the average everyday person may think. In fact, let me start with this scripture, because they don't think on the same level as the average everyday person. The average person is literally, their mindset is based on, they want to get a nice house, they want to get a nice car, they want to get some nice clothes, the typical shit. That's what, when they wake up in the morning, that's their motivation. That's the motivation of the typical person. The elites, they wake up in the morning seeking to become gods. That's their motivation for everything that they do. They want to become God. So what they're doing is they're setting up themselves to artificially to basically become a god by way of technology, by way of genetic technology, by way of AI, artificial intelligence. You know, so basically by genetic manipulation, by the fusion of what they call it, biomechanics, by the fusion of the biology with computers and so forth, and by setting up a technological, what's known as a smart grid, which allows them in their mind to be all knowing and all seeing and all powerful. Okay, all seeing. So that's why they have their eyes everywhere. They have their smart objects, their smart Internet of Things, their smart devices, which are constantly scanning and relaying information about their surroundings. So in that way, they want to deem themselves to be like the Most High, being all seeing, because the scriptures tell you that the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good, because the Lord has set up angels. So Esau wants to be like that. So he set up his cameras and his Wi-Fi and his 5G and all these different things which allow him to monitor the people. He wants to be all knowing. So what does he do? He gathers together information and he stores it on a database. And he wants to hook himself up to that database so he can access that knowledge. Okay, and they show you that in various movies where certain people hook themselves up to the internet and they get access to all knowledge which is stored on the internet. All knowing. Okay, they want to genetically modify themselves and use robotics to live forever, to be everlasting, like the Most High is everlasting. They want to transcend vanity, but they're trying to do it in a way which is outside the will and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, by their own wisdom. And that's what leads into the blockchain. That's what leads into the Internet of Things. Okay, that's what leads into the mark of the beast. That's what feeds into the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is simply a part of their plan to be like the Most High. Okay, to control people's minds. The Most High controls people's minds. It's in the Bible. So they want to control people's minds using brain chips. That's the mindset of this devil. This devil is arrogant enough to believe that he could research his way into becoming God. Now, when you go to Psalms, I know I'm ranting a little bit, but this is like a prelude to the algorithm that we got coming up, where we, me and the elder Ariala, we gonna be showing you how Esau's setting up the infrastructure that the mark of the beast is gonna rest upon. And this video is basically showing you why he's doing it. He's doing it because it is part of the lust which the Lord has put in his heart, to reach for the sky, to seek out godhood, like the elder Ariala calls it, the digital godhood. And a lot of these Israelites, they don't have that insight, so they can't break it down. That's why they don't understand why it is that Esau is going to chip everybody. This ain't a conspiracy theory. The infrastructure for the mark of the beast system is all around you. It's being built. You got it's all up in your house. Smart meters, all of that. It's all part of the system. Now this is Psalm 64. And we're gonna start from 2. All right. It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not." Okay, these devils They're gonna make their move on this earth. These devils are dead serious about their new world order. They're dead serious about establishing their own blessing, because when their forefather Esau went to the Most High, which the super elite, they acknowledge that the Most High exists. They just don't respect the Most High through their pride and arrogancy. Okay, when their forefather Esau in the book of Genesis, the 25th chapter, sold his birthright to his brother Jacob, which that birthright was to be the chosen seed of the Most High himself, the chief people of the earth, the people who would be surnamed by the Most High. He sold that birthright to Jacob, and Jacob, that birthright rested on Jacob, the children of Israel thereafter. And the Lord gave Esau a blessing because he cried. He said, "Hast thou not one blessing for me, my father?" And the Lord put the spirit on Isaac to bless Esau, but Esau was not content with his blessing. He's not content. Esau wants to be the top dog. He wants to be the Don. Okay, that's his lust, and in his warped mind, he then thinks, well, you know what? If the Most High ain't gonna give me the blessing I want, I'm gonna get my blessing through my own power. Which is insanity. Yes, I know. It's completely insane, because we know there is nothing outside the word of the Heavenly Father. Everything that is manifest in existence is according to his will and prophecy. Okay. Even what Esau's doing now is all part of prophecy, you know. But it must needs that someone play the role of the fool. Okay. It says they encourage themselves in an evil manner. You got to understand that these elites are dead serious about this thing. They're willing to kill the majority of their own people to establish their blessing. They're willing to kill the majority of the people on this planet Earth, okay, in order to establish themselves as gods. And all you got to do is watch Resident Evil. Even watch the last movie they made. They show you that you had the elite. Now they're gonna make it look like you got these elites from all kind of different nations, which you're gonna get Edomites that are of the elite Rothschilds that don't look like Edomites, because these top chief Edomites have put their seed among all these different nations, man. So you got Rothschilds that look like Moabites, man. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you watch the latest one, you had they were doing all kind of genetic modifications and robotic enhancements to themselves, and they had themselves in hibernation, and they released the T virus to basically wipe out humanity, and then so that they can come back after and rebuild the earth in their own image, trying to be like the Most High. Is, you know, only the Most High has that power. This is his creation. This is his game. All right. It says they encourage themselves in an evil manner. These devils, when it says to encourage, you gotta understand that when these elites, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, these different elite families, when they get together for tea and coffee, they're doing nothing but encouraging themselves in the enterprise that their forefathers began back in 1776. Yeah, understand this, that what you see playing out today is a plan that these Edomites have handed down from generation to generation. Okay. Yeah, so lucky about that to take that call. But yeah, what I believe I was saying was yeah, these elites, man, when they get around that table, man, they're encouraging themselves. They're speaking about godhood. They're speaking about their new world order. They were speaking about establishing their own blessing. That's why it says they encourage themselves in an evil matter, man. You know, they've been doing that generation to generation, man. It says they commune of laying snares privily, because, you know, with this whole blockchain, 5G, cloud computing, smart, objects, smart devices, IoT. It's really a snare for the people. They plan, Google and the internet, the World Wide Web. When they put it out there, they really set these things up from their point of view to be a snare onto the people, to catch people, to trap people under their power. Okay. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. Okay, because when they put their money, because you understand that all these various technologies, man, it takes money to develop and and uh, uh implement these various technologies, man. And the elites fund these things on the public and the private side of things. Through the public and the private sector, they control funding ultimately from the top. All right, now a lot of these technologies, they're being sold as one thing, but they have an ulterior motive for them. So they're searching out iniquities. Scripture says they accomplish a diligent search. They've done the research. They've done the research into gene therapy. They're doing research into the transhumanism side. They're doing research into how you putting chips in your brain, all these things. Okay, the RFID, it took years and years of research to get to the point we are now. Okay, and they're still doing research to perfect their system. It says both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. They're thinking about their blessing. They're thinking about an everlasting kingdom for themselves, which is outside of the word of the Lord. Because according to the word of the Lord, Esau is going to be exterminated, man. Okay, but they're trying to make their own word, make their own a manifestation of destiny. Okay, it says, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. Okay, these devils are gonna go down. They're just men. They're gonna find out that with all this technology and all this research and everything they did, they're nothing but men, and men are subject unto the word and the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Point blank. Period. Okay, I don't care what technology you got, what wisdom you claim you got. I don't care what you got, who you know. Okay, you are subject unto the prophecies of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, the Lord reigneth in the kingdom of men. Okay, the Lord bless and the Lord curse. You understand what I'm saying? It's all of the Lord and his will. No one is whoever resisted his will. You understand? All right. This is Psalms chapter 9. I want to get straight to the point. And 20. Let's start from 9. It says, arise, O Lord, let not man prevail. Okay. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. We're just men. We're subject unto the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. See, Esau, you can break the law, but you can't break prophecy. You can break the law, but you can't break prophecy. No one can break prophecy. All right, what the scriptures say is going to come to pass. All right, and you super elite Edomites, you trying to run away from being an Edomite. You trying to run away from being Esau. You know, you wanna make up your own reality. Okay, but it's not gonna work. All right, so you could do your mark of the beast. You're only fulfilling what the Lord said you was gonna do anyway. It's how stupid you are. It's how wise you are. You're so wise, but every move you make is leading on to your own destruction. The wicked is snared by the workings of his own hands. Everything you doing is leading to your own destruction. That's how smart you are. You going step by step right into that pit and you don't even know it. fools. Okay, let's get Isaiah, the 14th chapter. Isaiah 14 and 12. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?" In fact, let me read up a bit, because you gotta understand, man. Yeah. Let's start from verse 9. It says, "Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming." All right, because these super elite Edomites, so they're gonna go from being at the top of the world to the bottom of the world. And right now, the basis of men are the Israelites. We're the base men of the earth. We're at the bottom of the hierarchy in the earth. And the Lord's going to take the basis of men, as he's done before, and bring them into rulership. Okay? "It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. And they shall speak and say unto thee, Art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?" Okay, because these people proclaim themselves to be the bearers of light. Let me tell you something. There's only one light, and that's Yahweh Shai. Okay, if you guys were the real Illuminati, you would rule this universe forever. But you're not. You're not illuminated. You're in darkness, man. You've shrouded the whole world in darkness. You yourself are deceived. You are deceived. Satan has deceived you. If you really think you're gonna bring in this new world order, you deceived. You devils are deceived by your own arrogance, by your own pride. You're in darkness. Your eyes are blinded. That's why every move you make is leading to your own destruction. You walking blindly into a pit. Okay. "How art thou cut down to the ground, which did it weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." Okay, you really set yourself as you have, like you got the heart of the Most High, like you really that great, like you got it like that. That's why you trying to chip everything. You trying to do too much. Listen, the Lord's got everything under control, man. Okay, even in the kingdom of heaven, man, his sons, look, man, we know the Most High still in control of everything, man. I ain't gotta worry about what. You guys wanna track and trace everything. It's for the Most High to have all knowledge, man. We trust in the knowledge and the power of our Father, man. You don't trust in the power and the knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. You want to be that for yourself. You want to know everything, but you already don't know a damn thing. How does that even work? You want to be like the Most High when you just a man. The arrogance, man. Okay, but anyway, I don't want to go on for too long. This is just gonna lead into the algorithm we're gonna be doing coming up. Me and the elder Ariella, we're gonna be doing the algorithm, and we're gonna be touching on the emerging infrastructure for the mark of the beast system. And you gotta understand that this is the brainchild of the elites. They're doing it because that system in their mind allows them to be God, to enter into godhood, to have godlike control over this planet, man, to be all knowing, all seeing, and all powerful through the use of their technology, man. Okay, you got guys out there that's gonna tell you the mark of the beast is a sin. No, it's sin to take the mark of the beast. It's idolatry. That's really the sin you're really committing. That's gonna get you killed 100%. Is idolatry, man. You have decided that the so-called white man is the Most High because you ain't looking to the Son. You didn't believe the record of the Son of the Most High. Otherwise, you would have took heed to the word. You would have took heed to him. But instead of taking heed to the word, you gonna take heed to Esau, to the devil, and bow down to him, worship him, and take his chip and worship his image, man. That's why you're gonna die, man. Idolatry, and that's really what it all goes back to. The root of this whole issue goes back to pride and idolatry, and from pride and idolatry comes all evil. All right, pride and idolatry. That's why the Lord is looking for the true worshippers. The beginning of this knowledge is the fear of the Lord and desiring to worship Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in truth, not idolatry, not the worship of yourself, not the worship of the flesh and the things of this world. All right. But anyway, the algo, I know we've been promising brothers that the algo is coming. We're gonna be we trying to work out how to put it together to make it as edifying as possible for you Arkham out there, so you get the full understanding of this system that's being set up, man, that's being built, this prison that's being built around us, just to further confirm that the mark of the beast is the implantable RFID chip, because that's the way by which they're gonna lock you into that IoT. Okay, they're gonna take you under control. And we're gonna discuss loads of different topics in the algo. It's probably going to be a 4-part series because we got a lot of information to come out. But it takes a lot of work to bring these things out the right way. We don't want to rush it, half-ass it. So with that, I'm gonna leave it there and say shalom and stay faithful, and Yahweh Shai is gonna come back, man. Shalom.